What's up, everybody? I know you guys have been looking and waiting for my bedroom conversations and also part 11 of Nigeria versus America. So don't worry, I'm going to do that one later. But right now, we're doing bedroom conversations. So I don't know if you guys saw the video of one of the migrant workers speaking in Spanish and was telling other migrants and immigrants how to come over here to America and basically get over on the system, scamming the system. And I was gonna wait and have this part in my Nigeria versus America because this goes back to how everybody always look at any little thing that Nigerians do that they're scamming. And now this just goes to show that y'all got to stop putting that shit all on the Africans and all on Nigerians because this is one of the immigrants that you, America, willingly brought over here. And they say, well, I'm finna tell all my people, let's get them all over here. And you won't even take care of the people that the Americans that have worked their fingers to the bone, bust their ass, didn't get on welfare, didn't do anything, and they can't get not a little bit of a handout. They can't get any help. I work in property management, so I see a lot of stuff that's going on. And and some of them rightfully legit and honest, and there's some that are slicker than a motherfucker, you know? And there was one lady that I met that was going through some changes. She was one of these residents that if she had the money early, she would pay her rent early. If she could pay a month up or in advance, she would. She was one of those that if we had like a lot of apartment communities will have parties and get-togethers and do take in uh, uh, toys or food or whatever to try to help those that didn't have it. And she was one of those people that wouldn't just come to get the freebies because you know how you got that one person. The only time you see them is when they coming to get something. And I've seen this even in rich, wealthy buildings. There was this one lady, I'm gonna get back to that story, but there was this one lady literally would come down every day and take all the coffee in the coffee creamer. She would take the coffee creamer, the loose coffee, the teas, and the woman is rich. Like you staying in like a $3,000 a month apartment and you come downstairs to take that. So it's them type of people. But this particular lady, um, who I was talking to, would come and help and give her last and everything. And then she loses her job, looks for another job, working through a temp agency, doing whatever it is that she can. She was going through a divorce and all this, which was the reason why the loss in income and everything. She goes to get help and she tells the agency and she tells them, I only come here when I need it. If you look and you check, my background, my history, you would see that I hardly ever come. And they're like, oh, yeah, you haven't been here, in a while. And I know this story because we have to verify. Like if an agency or a church or whoever is going to call to help, we call them back to say, when are you going to, send the payment out? And, she's okayed it. We're willing to accept it. So you have to do all this stuff. And basically, the resident told me, I only go when I need it. I haven't been there in years. And I reiterated that to them. And they verified, oh, yeah, she only comes when she really needs it. And she hasn't been here in a while. So we're like, okay, so is there anything you can do? Because she was like, well, they said they couldn't help because they have to know how I'm going to pay for it going forward. And that's understandable. So she's like, right now, I'm going through a temp, agency. I'm doing odds and ends. She's doing whatever she can to like come up with a rent. She's only 1 month behind. And I'm saying this to the people where she's never been, and she only comes when she need. Like, can you make this exception and go on and go through with the payment and try to help her out as she need, because she is, looking for work, and she's not behind in her utilities or anything else, because she uses that money that she does to clean or whatever odd and end job she take care of. The lady's like, well, we got to have some proof, and we would even be willing to take a letter if she can get a letter that she got this job and da 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 da. And I'm sitting up here saying, this is what keeps us behind. This is what keeps us from moving forward, because we can't get the help from our own people, our own system. But you got these folks bringing migrants and everybody else over here, and then they telling other people how to fucking get over, and y'all ain't doing shit to them. Y'all giving them 5,000 a month gift cards, 9,000 a month to pay rent. You're doing all this stuff for immigrants that you willfully brought in, and we have citizens right here that have been trying their best, trying their very best, and they can't even get the help and the assistance that's needed. That is really fucked up. It's fucked up. And it goes back to when the Nigerians come over here again. I'll say you don't hear from them. Granted, I'm not saying all of them are perfect, because it's some bad apples that's over there too. But for the most part, when they come over here, they're even working their fingers to the motherfucking bone, trying to do whatever they do. Because really, they just want to get a good job, save their goddamn money, and go back to Africa. That's what most of them want to do. They want to start their businesses up, help their families and friends, and they want to go back home. When they ready to retire and relax, believe you me, they want to go home. They don't want to stay here in America. And a lot of us Americans don't even fucking want to stay here in America. I don't even want to stay here in America. Please, if I could leave, if it wasn't for my sons graduating, they graduate in May, they got prom and all this stuff coming up, I would have been gone back to Nigeria. Been gone back there. Like I said, it's a few bad apples, but for the majority, those people work their asses off. They are working non-stop. They're trying to take care of their families. Friends is trying to help each other. They want something out of life, and they just want to retire and live the rest of their days in peace. And here we got all of this garbage and this mess, and America will never take care of home first. America will never take care. Same way with some of these fucking Americans. You motherfuckers is fucked up. You get somebody there to come and say, girl, how you do that? How you get that business started? How are you making so much money on TikTok? And then you got a bitch, instead of her saying, girl, this is what you do. You do X, Y, Z, this, girl. And matter of fact, do this too, and da 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 da, to help that person. They be like, girl, it's hard. It's so hard, girl. And you like, I know it's hard, but what steps did you do? Girl, it's a lot of steps. Honey, it's so many steps, girl. I don't even know where to start. They will say every fucking thing, but I'll help you. But I'll show you. And I don't understand why you see what the Mexicans do. You tell one of them, they telling everybody, and I don't blame them. You can't blame them. We need to start doing that. If us Americans would start saying, girl, this is how you do it. Let me show you. Come over. People used to get mad when I would tell them this government or this program, they giving free money. Honey, let me show y'all what y'all got to do. And say this instead of saying, people would say, why you, girl, don't be telling all the tricks. Don't be doing it. Just like with my hygiene business that I'm going to open up in Nigeria. I got so many emails. They say, girl, stop telling. Stop telling them. When they start doing the makeup business, and you saw the Kardashians doing it, and then everybody was making billions. Everybody they all started, they just did it a different way. Everybody was doing Rihanna, billionaire. So you don't have to not tell them, Help your people. Help your people. Tune in to my next